12 घंटे से फोन में घुसा हुआ है, बिगड़ गया है पूरा। जा किताब खोल, थोड़ी पढ़ाई भी कर ले।
माँ, जॉब लग गई।
क्या जॉब?
पूरा दिन इंस्टाग्राम देखना है, कौन क्या कंटेंट बना रहा है, कौन सा ट्रेंड चल रहा है, सब ट्रैक करना है।
ये जॉब है?
Yeah, it is. In August 2025, a Mumbai company put up this job on LinkedIn. The only requirement was 6 hours a day on Instagram and YouTube. Hundreds of people applied. Think about that for a second. A company is paying someone to do what most of us do for free every single day. Because somewhere in the last 10 years, the phone that your mother called a waste of time became something else. It became an economy. So here's what we are going to do today. We are going to play a game. It's a game most of us are already playing without realizing it. Some of us are winning, most of us are losing, and almost none of us have been told what the rules actually are. So, before we start playing, let's understand what this game is even about, how big it is, who is making money, who isn't, and why so many people are getting it wrong. All of this attention people are giving their phones, it went somewhere. It built an industry, a big one. The kind of industry the government is starting to take it seriously. They are calling it the orange economy.
The orange economy has officially entered India's economic playbook. Government has made a pivot towards creativity as an economic strategy.
And the target is $50 billion by 2029. To put that in perspective, India's entire pharma export last year were about $30 billion. What the government is saying is that in the next 4 years, this content thing is going to grow bigger than what the pharmacy of the world is exporting today. The industry is already worth 2.78 lakh crore rupees. Digital is officially bigger than television for the first time in history. YouTube alone has paid over 21,000 crore to Indian creators in the last 3 years. 4 years ago, there were less than 10 lakh creators in this country. Today, there are 4 million. That's 4 times the size in 4 years. So if your mother told you in 2017 that your phone was ruining you, she wasn't wrong. She just couldn't see the other half of the story. But here's where it gets complicated. Out of those 4 million creators, less than 10% actually make meaningful money. So what's happening with the other 90%? Most creators you follow still have a day job. Most of them can't afford to quit. Most of them are one bad month away from giving up. From the outside, this industry looks like a gold rush. From the inside, it is brutal. Here's the thing though, most of those 90% who aren't making money aren't actually failing. They just don't know they can play a different game, but underneath, this industry actually works in levels. At every level, you will meet different kinds of players. Some of them are the creators you see on camera. Some of them are the people behind those creators, playing a completely different game, making money in ways you probably haven't thought about. By the end, you will know exactly which level you should be playing at and what it takes to move to the next one. Let's play. Welcome to Deep Dive series on Breakout by Marwadi University. This is Tanvi. You are 24, you live in Bandra, you work at an investment bank in BKC, analyst, year 1, salary 11 lakh a year. On paper, you are winning. Your parents tell relatives you work in finance and watch their faces light up. Your friends from college are stuck in call centers or unemployed. You got out, you made it, you also hate it. Your days are spent in Excels, you haven't had a proper weekend in 4 months. The work isn't hard, it's just relentless, and it has nothing to do with anything you ever cared about. What you actually care about is fashion, clothes, the way a well-cut kurta can change how a day feels, cafes in Bandra, the aesthetic of your city, small things that make ordinary life better. 8 months ago, you decided to stop just watching, you started a channel. You have posted every other day. You have never missed a week. You are editing your videos at midnight after your office shift ends. You are exhausted, you don't care, and for 8 months, almost nothing happened. Your highest view count for the first 6 months was 1200 views. Your subscriber count crawled from 0 to 800 over half a year. Your mom kept asking when you were going to stop this nonsense and focus on work. And then one night something changed. This is a moment every aspiring creators dream about. You hit post on Tuesday night. By Wednesday morning, you are gone from 800 subscribers to 18,000. You are officially in the 10%. You broke through, the algorithm picked you up. The second reel after that hit 700,000 views. The one after that hit 1.2 million views. Over the next 3 months, your subscriber count goes from 18,000 to 47,000. You are getting recognized in cafes, your DMs are full of nice messages, you are winning the content economy. At least that's what it looks like. Because here's a part nobody warned you about. Last month's AdSense payout, 6,247 rupees. You have 47,000 people watching your content, your reels have been seen millions of times, and YouTube paid you 6,000 rupees. Your salary at the bank is 90,000 rupees a month, and you are supposed to be winning. Let's pause the game for a second because this is important. When creators are just getting started, the main way they try to make money is through what's called AdSense. YouTube runs ads on your video and YouTube gives you a cut. The standard split is 55% to the creator, 45% to the platform. Sounds great, right? But here's a catch. In India, CPMs, which is what advertisers pay per 1,000 views, are some of the lowest in the world. So even when your reel hits 1 million views, your cut after YouTube's share and taxes is maybe 5 to 8,000 rupees for the biggest video of your career. That is the real economics of being a creator in India. You have views, you have following, you have momentum. What you don't have is a way to turn any of them into freedom from the job you hate. And somewhere this was supposed to feel like winning. Meanwhile, on the other side of the city, someone else started the same game on the same day. Meet Rahul. Rahul is 26, he's from Nagpur originally, moved to Mumbai 3 years ago for a software developer job at a mid-sized IT services company. Salary 42,000 rupees a month. His job is stable, his job is also, in his own words, slowly killing me. Every day is the same, write code, push to GitHub, sit in stand-ups where nobody says anything useful. Go home, order food online, sleep, repeat. What keeps him sane is movies. He has watched everything, Hindi, Hollywood, Korean. He can tell you why a specific shot or a cut in a film is brilliant. He spent his college years in Nagpur in cinemas instead of classes. 8 months ago, at almost the exact same time as Tanvi, Rahul decided to start a channel. His niche, movie breakdowns. For 8 months, he posted once a week on YouTube. Short clips on Instagram. He's been consistent, nothing happened, no viral movement, no breakthrough, no algorithm pickup. Just 8 months of work stacked upon a channel that fewer than 2,000 people are paying attention to. This is where most people quit. If you're Rahul, you have done everything the advice internet gurus told you to do. You have been consistent, you have niched down, you have studied the algorithm, you have posted and nothing broke through. You could stop here, most people do, but Rahul didn't want to leave the content economy. He also didn't want to go back to being just a software developer. He didn't know what his next move was, he just knew he wasn't done. And then one random Friday, he got a DM. This is the moment Rahul's game changes. Somewhere, a finance YouTuber with 80,000 subscribers was scrolling through reels and noticed that one noticing on one random Friday is what changed Rahul's life. You never really know who is watching on the other side, and you never know what one video is going to unlock. Tanvi Bhatt, one of the earliest creators in this country, has spoken about exactly this.
10 years ago, 20 years ago, when media was centralized, if you made something, it would go linearly. Today, because media is decentralized, it's almost like veins, arteries in your heart, right? Like you don't know where it ends up with. That's why making media gives you asymmetrical returns, because you don't know who's going to watch it at the other end.
Rahul has no idea. He has never done this before. He Googles video editing rates in India for YouTubers, picks a number that sounds reasonable. 2500 rupees per reel? The creator says yes. His first paid gig in the content economy for work that took him 3 hours. And then a few days later, something else happened. He wasn't even trying to become an editor, but his own channel, the one that failed, had been doing something he didn't realize. Every movie breakdown he had made was a sample. The 1100 subscribers didn't matter. The portfolio did. He raises his rate, 2500 becomes 4000 and 4000 becomes 6000 per video. He takes on a retainer with a slightly bigger creator, 20,000 a month for 4 videos. By the end of his 3rd month of editing, Rahul is pulling 45,000 rupees a month on top of his IT job. He hasn't gained a single new follower in 3 months, and he is making more than his full-time developer salary as a side hustle, doing work nobody sees his face in. Now let's look at level 1 from above. Tanvi, Mumbai, 24, investment banker by day, fashion creator by night, 47,000 subscribers, monthly income from content 6,247 rupees. Rahul, Mumbai, 26, software developer by day, movie breakdowns by night, 1200 subscribers, monthly income from content 45,000 rupees. One of them is winning the visible game, the other is winning the money game, and they are both playing the content economy. Same industry, same platform, same 8 months of effort. This is the thing level 1 teaches most people too late. Views and money are not the same thing, and the game you choose to play matters more than the audience you build. Because if you have attention in this economy, there are other ways to turn it into money, bigger ways, and this is where the games gets complicated. Welcome to level 2. So here's where we left Tanvi. On a regular Tuesday, her phone buzzes. This is the DM every creator in Tanvi's position waits for. And to understand why it's such a big deal, we have to rewind. Not just few years, we have to go back to how marketing in India used to work. For most of the last 100 years, there was one way for a brand to reach customers. You paid a newspaper or a TV channel or a company that owned billboards in a busy part of the city, put you in front of their audience. This is called traditional marketing, and it was expensive. Running a primetime TV ad on a channel like Star Plus could cost lakhs of rupees for a single slot. A full-page ad in the Times of India could cost crore. Only the biggest brand in India could afford this. If you were a small business with a good product, you were locked out of reaching new customers at scale. Distribution belonged to the giants. Then, in September 2016, something changed everything. Jio launched. Data prices collapsed from 200 rupees per gigabyte to 20 rupees within a few years. Suddenly, every Indian, even in smaller towns, had an internet-connected phone in their pockets. And this changed how brands could reach people. Because now, instead of paying lakhs for a TV slot that reached general audience, a brand could spend 10,000 rupees on Facebook or Instagram and reach a very specific group of people. That kind of precision at a fraction of the cost. So small brands, new brands, online-first brands, they all started pouring in. India saw a wave of online businesses starting up, all fueled by affordable digital ads. But here's the thing with any market, when something works, everybody piles in. As more brands started running digital ads, the price of those ads went up. Digital marketing, which had been the cheap escape hatch, started looking expensive again. The big brands who had moved online were spending more. The small brands who had depended on it were getting priced out. But while all of that was happening, something else was quietly being built. On Instagram and YouTube, individual people were spending years building audiences. Audiences that trusted them. Audiences that would watch a 40-minute video from a creator but scroll past the 30-second ad from a brand. Creator had accidentally built a new kind of distribution. brands couldn't buy directly from platform. This is the evolution of distribution in India over the last decade. Each stage got cheaper, more targeted, more personal, and the final stage, where brands pay creators directly, is what we now call influencer marketing. The industry hit 3,600 crore rupees in 2024. It's growing at 25% a year. Over 70% of Indian brands now have a budget for it. Which brings us back to Tanvi. That DM she got isn't from a brand, it's from a talent management agency. And to understand why that matters, we need to talk about a role in this industry that most people don't even know exists. Brands don't usually reach out to creators directly. They don't have time to find, vet, and negotiate with hundreds of creators. So a whole layer of the industry has been built to sit in between them. It's called talent management. A talent agency does four things. They find creators whose audiences match what brands want to reach. They pitch those creators to brand. They negotiate the deals, and they handle all the logistics, contracts, payments, revisions, the stuff creators don't want to deal with. In exchange, they take a cut, usually 20 to 25% of whatever the creator earns from brand deals. But here's a part worth noting. They don't charge anything upfront. Whether they are an agency or an individual manager, they only make money when the creator makes money. Their incentives are aligned. Now, think about who works in talent agencies. These are people who are good at communication, good at negotiation, good at building relationships with brands and with creators. They are making money in the content economy by being the layer that connects the two sides. Alright, let's get back to Tanvi. 2 days later, Tanvi gets on a call with the agency. They tell her they want to sign her. They will represent her for all brand partnerships. 20% commission on whatever she earns through their deals. No upfront cost, she signs. 2 weeks later, they come back with a first offer. 54,000 rupees for one reel and 2 stories. Her AdSense from last month was 6,000. This one deal paid her 54,000. 9 times the money, a fraction of the effort. And once a creator does one deal well, the agency starts pitching them to more brands. So the deals start stacking. Over the next 4 months, Tanvi does 15 brand deals. Her average deal size grows as her audience grows. She crosses 80,000 subscribers. Brands started approaching her agency directly. By month 4, she is already over a lakh a month just from brand partnerships. And this is when the questions arrive. Should I quit my job? Her investment banking salary is 90,000 a month. Her content income is over a lakh and a quarter. She is making more from content than from finance. The job she hated is now on paper the smaller part of her income. This is the level most Indian creators are trying to reach. The point where content goes from being a hobby to a real business with real income. But here's the part that stops Tanvi from quitting. Her banking salary comes in on the first of every month. No exception, no surprises, no algorithm involved. Whether she is sick, on leave, or not feeling creative, the salary lands. Her content income does not work that way. One controversy, one bad tweet, one viral comment taken out of context, and brands can drop her in a single week. This is the uncomfortable truth of level 2. The money is real, but it's fragile. And there's another ceiling. Even if nothing goes wrong, even if the algorithm loves her forever, she is still renting out her attention one post at a time. She can only do so many brand deals a month before her audience starts feeling like she is selling out. She can only be in one place at a time. She is selling a non-renewable resource, her audience trust. So Tanvi has a new problem. A problem nobody warned her about when she was chasing her first million views. How do you build something here that doesn't disappear if a platform decides tomorrow that you don't exist anymore? This question is what separates the creator who stay rich from the ones who got rich for a year and then vanished. And the answer to that question is level 3. Welcome to level 3. A year has passed since Tanvi's first brand deal. She is now at 1,80,000 subscribers. Her brand deal income is averaging 2 lakh a month. She is still at the bank, still tired, still running both. But every time she does an outfit reel, the same question floods her DMs. Where is this from? Can you drop the link? Tanvi keeps answering. Brand name, price, link. She is doing free marketing for companies she has no stake in. Until one day, she asks herself a question that takes her 5 years to answer. What if the brand was mine? This is level 3, and level 3 isn't really a level in the way the first two were. It's what happens when a creator stops renting out their attention and start owning something with it. This takes a few shapes. Let's walk through them. You know Bhuvan Bam, BBK Vines, one of the earliest YouTube star in India? What most people miss is that his YouTube videos eventually became his portfolio. Not for brands, for streaming platforms. Disney Plus Hotstar gave him Taza Khabar. He produced Dindora under his own company, BBK Vines Production. He is now an actor, a producer, and a company, all built on the back of a YouTube channel. Same mechanism Rahul stumbled into in level 1. Their content became their resume. The difference was scale. Part 2 is for founders. People who already have a business and use content to go directly to their customers. Shashank Mehta founded the Whole Truth Foods, a D2C food brand. Instead of burning crores on ads, he started making content himself. His content wasn't trying to go viral. It was trying to build trust. And for a D2C brand in a saturated category, trust is the most expensive thing you can buy. The content became his distribution. Which brings us back to Tanvi. She has made enough money from brand deals over the last 18 months to have a real cushion. Enough to take the leap. She puts in her notice at the bank. For the first time in her adult life, she has no salary. She spends the next 6 months building her own label. Sustainable everyday wear for working women in Indian cities. All designed by her. She launches it on her own channel. No ads, no influencer partnerships, just her to the audience she spent 2 years building. The first drop sells out in 11 days. The audience she built over 2 years of posting is now her customer base. The algorithm can't take this away from her. And then Rahul never became a creator in the way you picture a creator. Over 2 years, his channel grew from 1200 subscribers to 100,000. Now, in front of someone like Tanvi, that sounds small. But here's the thing about Rahul's audience. There were other editors, aspiring editors, creators looking for someone to edit their videos. Small production houses scouting talent. That small, specific audience did something huge. Editors started reaching out to work with him. Talented people wanted to be on his team. Bigger clients started showing up because they could see how he worked. By year 2, Rahul had built a small editing studio, a real team, real clients, a production business that paid more than his software job ever did. This is the path nobody talks about. You don't have to become Bhuvan Bam. You don't have to start your own brand like Tanvi. You can just use content to build credibility in whatever it is you do. And watch the right opportunities show up. A designer who posts their work gets hired into better agencies. A founder who shares their journey raises money faster. You don't need 1 million followers to use it. You just need the right 1,000 people to see it. You don't have to be on camera. You don't have to quit your job. You just have to know which game you are playing and start. That's the game of attention. If you like this video, do subscribe and I will see you in the next one.